Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode of Just Geeks. My name is Jamie and I'm here with my fellow fandom fanatics, starting on the left with Alex.
Hello.
Jack.
Hi.
I'm Jamie and Chuck.
What's up?
So basically our channel is going to be a series of episodes discussing different topics regarding fandoms such as Star Wars, superheroes, comic book movies, cinematic universes, Star Trek, Star Fox, Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation 3, iPhone, 4,
Battletoads,
PlayStation 4, Battletoads, Worms,
Frogger,
Infamous, Frogger, anything you can think of that is related to fandoms, geekdoms, anything like that, we're going to cover it. All the news from the different weeks and pretty much anything we feel like talking about.
It'll most likely be a weekly show.
Yeah, we're going to try to come out with videos every single week. Today we're actually going to be starting with something fairly important to all of us. Today's actually May the 4th.
Woo!
May the 4th, Star Wars Day, which is so we all got our shirts. We're going to be discussing some of the newest information about the movies coming out this December with The Force Awakens. And yeah. But before we start talking about that, let us introduce ourselves a little bit further. Again, starting with the blonde one, Alex, on the left and or right.
Hi, my name is Alex. I'm 17 years old. What got me big into comics started reading comics was the show Smallville on the CW. I didn't watch it while it aired, but a year after it was finished, I watched them all in the matter of 2 months, which is crazy if you think about it. 219 episodes, 43 minutes. Anyways, that became Superman became my favorite superhero after that, and I'm big into, I'd say mostly DC comics. I'm a huge Star Wars fan as well. Marvel movies, I'm familiar with the comics. I do not read them as much. Yeah, I mean, I cover everything pretty much, but my main thing is DC. Super excited for Batman vs. Superman. You know, Force Awakens, everything. It's a good time to be a fan. And Ready Player One book. I don't know if anybody's read that. No, you guys are.
All right. Next up is our resident weirdo with the beardo, Jack.
I'm Jack. You're not going to know my last name. Hello. I don't read comics. I'll be honest about that. But I do like Star Wars stuff. I played plenty of Star Wars video games, like Knights of the Old Republic, Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. Play those games every single week.
Zelda.
Zelda. I love Zelda. I got on a laptop. I got a Zelda link. I don't know if you can see it. But whatever.
A Zelda link?
Link.
Seems like it's a URL code.
It's like saying a mom, dad.
Mom, Dad. Fine. It's Link. Hero of Time.
Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones. Love Game of Thrones. Read all the books. Reading A World of Ice and Fire right now. Lord of the Rings. I play a lot of video games. I watch the X-Men movies. And taking away the other Mexican.
Wait, you're Mexican?
I'm half.
Oh, sweet.
I'm the minority here. Sucks to suck, doesn't it?
All right. Well, I'm Jamie. I'm not gonna tell you my last name either.
Did I say my last name?
I don't know.
No.
I don't
Do
think
we do
so.
last names? Let's not do last names.
You have a white last name.
Point is,
Diaz.
I do. He does.
I want to be Jack Cortez.
Okay. Anyway, my name is Jamie. I mean, for me, pretty much ever since I was a little kid, I would always carry around a Captain America action figure, like everywhere I went, no matter what the situation
Are you
was.
the kid from Pursuit of Happiness?
I am. I am.
Will
Yes.
Smith's son.
I'm Blaxican.
Jaden.
You're Jaden.
What's the thing?
So yeah, I would carry that around. I didn't really start getting into the books until I was a little bit older. Growing up with my uncles, they're children. They're 34-year-old children. So I would always watch the cartoons, Batman the animated series, the Spider-Man cartoons, anything like that. I got into the books, the movies, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean,
Nice.
anything superhero is my specialty. Star Wars is the shit as well, but this kid knows much more than I do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Both of them.
Chuck.
All right. So my name is Juan. I mean Chuck.
Chuck.
I'm also Mexican. So
Also Mexican.
don't tell anyone. Yeah. I grew up with Star Wars. So I mean that's my thing. Like Jamie, I had I don't know if you guys know a Swoop action figure.
Swoop.
He's a part of a speeder bike, dude.
Oh,
The
speeder
bike.
bike, yeah.
And I would always carry him around. And I went to a restaurant and I lost him.
Oh, that's the
And
worst.
that day I've been trying to search for him and I still haven't found it. $100 on eBay.
You find
$100 on eBay.
your reward.
But basically, I'm pretty good in Star Wars. I read most of the books. Pretty good with the comic-wise, video games and everything. Good with cinematic universes too. Everything, from the new Marvels and the DC universes as well. Sony Pictures and everything. So Fox, pretty good. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so that's us. Now to start with, I guess we're just gonna go straight into our Star Wars talk for today. To celebrate the holiday. It is a holiday. We've all got our shirts on. I got my regular Star Wars one, but other than that, what do you guys think about the second trailer that recently got released
Ooh, I like that.
about a week ago?
Well, we all watched it together.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Class.
did. That's right.
I think we all needed new pants afterward.
It was good. I think the Han and Chewie thing was the best.
Dude,
But Jamie ran in and said, "Han and Chewie are the."
I got
last
so
thing."
emotional.
They were like, "What?"
I got
Damn it.
so emotional. I
Lieutenant
couldn't
Chewie
help
for
it.
me.
I
It
went
was
home
insane.
that night and I just cried. I watched reaction videos like 5 minutes made after 5 minutes.
Oh yeah,
I just
some of those.
cried.
It was. I'm really excited for it. I feel like it's. I trust J.J. Abrams. And I really like what he did with not Harris. Let's go move past Harris. He didn't do Harris, did he?
No.
He didn't do Harris. He did Lost. We'll move past Lost because I was not a fan of that.
He did
We
the
will,
Star
we
Treks.
will never
He did it.
talk
That's
about
what
Star
Treks
Treks were nice.
So Star Trek. I like the new Star Treks. The problem I have.
Lens flares.
Yeah. But moving past that, you have. He said that it's going to be like original trilogy, and from the things that we have seen, images and whatnot,
It looks original.
It looks original trilogy.
It looks great.
but they look original trilogy, and I'm really excited for that. But at the same time, I have a feeling that they're a bit of prequels kind of feel coming from them. That might just be because that they're filmed and the animations and everything are done now, or the CGI, whereas the 70s it was a lot harder. And I feel like if you really want that original feel, at least if I was him, I would have got like a 70s camera to film it. That's just me. Just for that
Aw,
nostalgic look. How
Yeah.
much better would that
But-
have been?
I mean, that's the thing though. That I think that's what was the problem with the prequels is that it was just like the CGI was just terrible.
90% CGI.
Yeah, it was
but this one he's going
when
back to
Yoda
puppets.
started
Practical.
fighting.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
made me like angry. He
When
looked
I
like a bouncy
was a
ball.
kid when it came out, and I was excited about
Yeah,
it.
I mean, I was
Yeah,
too, but
7
looking
or
But
back
now
on
look
it
at
now-
it. Yeah. The only thing good about Phantom Menace, I will say that there was some good stuff. I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of.
Don't say Jar Jar.
I'm a
Not
big.
say Jar Jar.
Wait,
We
hold
don't speak
on.
his name.
But I'm a big fan of the end fight scene between
That is
Qui-Gon
oh, yeah.
Jinn. That's
Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. I'm sorry, I was blanking. It was choreographed really well, and I really thought it was really cool. And every once in a while, I'll pull up it's like a 7-minute fight scene, and I just
Yeah,
think it's really
me
cool
too.
with them just like jumping around, fighting. I will say that's cool. And as much shit as you guys are gonna give me, Jar Jar's good for a laugh. Jar Jar is
No,
good
he's
for a
not.
laugh. Jar Jar is
What are you
good for a laugh. Did you know? Actually, fun fact: Deadpool once killed a bar full of people because that they said the prequels were better than the original trilogy of Star Wars.
I would
That's
do
true.
the same.
Jar Jar's good for a laugh. Like, honestly, like, I love his voice. It's funny.
No, it's
Okay.
I
not.
make fun of
I
It's
don't know,
not.
dude. I could have done without him.
If your last name was Abrams, we would call you Jar Jar Abrams. But for now, we're just gonna have to call you Jar Jar Alex.
Jar Jar Alex.
Oh, man.
I mean, like,
You're
Oh,
not even
God.
tempted.
See, the best part about that fight scene in The Phantom Menace was there were little stunt actors.
Yeah.
Ray Park, the guy who played Darth Maul, knew all his stunts. Ian McGregor, Obi-Wan, knew most of his stunts.
Yeah.
It was-
Ewan McGregor said that he's only seen the movie twice. And he said,
Really?
yeah, he said
Oh,
he
God.
understands.
Quotes from How I Met Your Mother. Everyone has seen Star Wars, except for the actors who lived
'Cause
Star
they-
Wars. Because they lived Star Wars.
It lives Star Wars.
Yeah, they talk about, he was telling a news person that he was a huge Star Wars fan, which is why he signed on. And he said he does not regret doing it. He says that he's only seen it twice because he understands why people hate it. I don't know. What else was going to say? Does anyone want to point out how Jar Jar was then put a part of the Imperial Senate?
I just
Yeah,
want to stop
that was-
talking about it.
Yeah, that was
There's
Let's
one
just
thing.
move on to an awakening.
Well,
there has been an awakening this past couple of
In
months
the Force.
in about everyone's pants when
What the
Han and
fuck,
Chewie
John?
came up.
Oh,
Han and Chewie
that
just
time.
came on screen,
That was.
and everyone died.
I love how you could just hear his voice when the screen was still black.
Chewie.
Yeah,
if
he's
you
just-
watch a reaction trailer from the celebration, when you hear Han's voice say Chewie, everyone gasps. Everyone's clapping, applauding because they think the trailer's over. You hear the voice, gasp. It shows them, and everyone freaks out.
It's
But I think that the one thing we do have to point is because I read a thing that Han and Chewie will not be flying the Millennium Falcon,
What?
which makes sense. Up in
No.
like with the trailers, up when they walk in and they say, because you can see it looks like a Millennium Falcon when they enter.
Or they're inside him.
Yeah, the inside of the Millennium Falcon, and he says Chewie, we're home, which makes sense because they're
Oh.
best known for the Millennium
I
Falcon,
gotcha.
which would be like, I don't know. I feel like that'll probably happen.
I could see that.
But apparently
happening.
they're supposed to be piloting a bigger, better ship.
Nothing's
Which-
better than the Millennium
Is
Falcon.
there?
No.
Is that possible?
They can travel
Yeah.
7 parsecs?
12.
12.
12 parsecs. Kessel Run.
Kessel Run.
Come on, man.
The Kessel Run of
Do it,
12
Alex.
What are you doing?
7, my bad.
I mean, Ebon Hawk was smaller.
Evan Hawke, yes. Knights of the Old Republic.
I love you too.
Is that stuff even canon anymore?
It's not,
It's like
sadly.
separate universes.
It's
It's
so
it's-
everything non-canon. Ever since Disney acquired it, they defined it as legends.
Yeah, that's what I
So
was
it's a
gonna say.
story that it could have happened. So obviously they're taking some effects. Leia becoming a Jedi.
like Bigfoot.
Chewbacca.
Bigfoot.
No, like Bigfoot. Bigfoot's a legend.
He's
Yeah, it's
okay,
real,
sure.
man.
Yeah.
So Mountain Ash.
You're right.
We won't get into that.
Put a squatch in the gas
But-
skills.
The new
Oh,
Stormtroopers from The Force Awakens. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I
the picture
love
of the
them.
Chrome
The
Stormtrooper was
Chrome
really...
one
With the
looks
cape.
insane.
The
I think
cape
he's
design-
really... Actually,
She. It's a she.
it's
What?
she?
Really?
She's from Game of Thrones.
Who is it?
It's
Wow.
the blonde
Oh,
chick.
Yeah.
The blonde one?
She's
Yeah,
the
Daenerys?
She's gonna be the Chrome Trooper.
Or Cersei?
That's
Wait,
insane.
That's
Wait,
her.
Daenerys or Cersei?
I think it's Daenerys.
It's
Well,
a
Daenerys
short,
one?
short
Do
woman.
with the dragons?
No.
No, they don't.
Cersei.
Older woman.
Cersei.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. The one who is gay and has to lead Jaime Lannister through the forest.
Brienne?
Yeah.
She's the stormtrooper?
From whatever.
I don't
like
know.
that.
I think we need to fact check this. We
This
might
may be
be wrong.
sexist, but I assume the stormtrooper was a guy because all the stormtroopers were guys.
Come on, Jack.
In
Not
all the
necessarily,
movies, they
there
were
is
guys.
no-
A novel.
Alright.
I just think it looks sick.
We're looking it up. Heads up.
What was it gonna go? But you know, I did have a problem. When you first see the Chrome Stormtrooper, they look. I would say they.
Oh my god, it is Brienne.
Wow.
Sorry, keep going.
It looks really awesome. But then, when they released the full image, it seemed too shiny for me.
I kind of like it.
I think it was just a little too shiny.
I don't know. I think that looks pretty sick, especially with the cape. And maybe this one can actually hit something.
I mean, if you
They
look
hit
at
a
the new
bird
guns,
Hit a bird.
Hit a bird once.
the new blasters look very.
Dude, the
Okay.
new helmets look
I
sick.
I think
too.
the helmets are cool.
I
I also
think-
love the symbol.
They look a lot.
Yeah.
The new Empire symbol looks great.
I do like how they're going with the plotline where like there's a stormtrooper who like is conflicted about
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Like there's this huge post on Reddit I saw where it's like this guy saying like the Star Wars movie should have been like where like the rebel like one of them joins up with the rebellion because like the Empire kills his family. It's like a bunch of perspectives like band of brothers. That'd be awesome if they did that. Like
Yeah, for sure.
yeah.
From, at first, I didn't really like it. I read some online kind of plots, and it was where Luke's hand and lightsaber were found in the
Yeah,
desert, and the
that's-
stormtrooper finds it. and
What?
The Stormtrooper with the girl who's
That is
actually.
possible
Yeah.
spoiler territory.
I actually have.
Possible spoilers, nothing for sure. But
I have actually
honestly
Speculation.
do
Yeah.
not
when
Brienne the Beauty.
when we had when the Force Awakens was first announced, there was a thing that J.J. Abrams was very upset about. TMZ was able to get hold of about I forget how many. It was like a couple hundred pictures of the Star Wars sets.
Oh, geez.
Somebody took pictures and leaked them all.
they
He had to
yes.
fire all of the extras, and he had to rehire everyone even closer because J.J. Abrams is very secret. Anyways,
He has been known for secrecy. Yes.
a script was leaked online, and I did read the synopsis of the script, and so far from what we've been finding out, it seems pretty accurate. So I feel like for most of these
Well-
conversations, I'll stay out.
If you do remember in the second trailer, it does show Luke. I'm assuming Luke with R2. His hand is touching his.
Yeah,
And it's a different hand. It's
Dude.
Anakin Skywalker episode 2 kind of hand. The gold.
Episode
kinda
3.
metallic. Well, 3 he has. I'm like, yeah,
His
yeah,
hand cut off in
2, 3.
because the end of
it's a
2,
gold
you don't really
metallic.
see anything.
Yeah,
But
she's
Luke,
a
because the technology and the myth of Star Wars, the story, the technology's better with the
You know, I
Empire.
have a problem
So
with
they're
Star Wars, and
more
if I ever get to George Lucas, I
organic.
will yell at him for this.
Let's email him.
But my
With a very
problem,
strongly worded
Go.
email.
Audience, go.
my problem is that in the original trilogy, technology seemed alright, and then you got the prequels, and the technology was a lot better.
That's true.
And that
Not
bothers.
necessarily.
Yes, it is. With all the speeders and all of these cities and everything, there's nothing from what we've seen. There's
Well, I
nothing like that.
Of course not.
You go.
Never shown.
Well, I
you
mean,
have to raise your hand.
well, I just feel like if you think about it, like throughout most of the original trilogy, you spend it with the rebels, who are like a ragtag group of people.
That's
So they wouldn't
So
have the best
there's-
technology. The Empire would,
The
but you know,
X-wing, the Arc 170 from Revenge of the Sith, the X-wing is better than that. It's said in the line because Incom is the producer of it. It's funny how I know that's a word. It goes like the Z95 Headhunter.
Encom. Did you say Encom or
Incom.
Oh.
IN, so-
well,
It's like
different.
Pretty
Encom
different,
is
yeah.
the company from Tron,
Nice.
and they're making a Tron 3 that's been announced that started
Yeah.
filming.
Was there a second one?
Yeah, Legacy.
The Legacy, the newest one. That's
That's
a
a
sequel.
spin. It's a sequel. It's a
Right.
spin-off sequel.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like
It
a.
follows different
It's like
characters.
a soft reboot. Somehow, kind of thing.
But yeah, the technology was supposedly better in the original trilogies, but I guess it was since more digitally in the prequels, more shown
But I
as
think,
it was better.
I think better technology kind of follows the. That's always. I think like villains always have better technology. That's
Of course.
kind of what you see with the Transformers, too. Like that's why the Decepticons.
Well, I think it's
can
because they
fly.
don't have any moral compass of how they acquire the technology.
Yeah, that's
they don't
true,
care
too.
about like killing people to get the technology.
the Nazis,
Yeah, that was a big thing in
The
back
U.S.
the U.S.
China.
taking the Nazis.
And then in
We
DC,
love the U.S. though, right?
America.
We love
Well,
America.
I do.
I
I can't speak for you
I'm
guys.
just, I do. I'm just saying, like the Nazis did that. We're like,
Yeah.
Uh huh.
yeah.
Sure.
But
that's
you're
what
a
the Empire's
Nazi?
based off of. That's what
You
the
saying
Empire.
you're a Nazi?
I'm saying the Empire's Nazis. Well, they're Nazis.
That's not important.
What?
at
Next
the
topic.
moment.
I don't think you can say that.
I think there's a line of things we can't and can't say. I think that's one.
And I think we crossed it a while ago.
We crossed it a long time ago.
It's the Nazis were what the Empire's based off. Stormtroopers were
For
actually.
real?
Yeah,
Stormtroopers
in,
were the
uh,
German soldiers.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh
never
my
put it-
gosh!
And the uniforms, the gray uniforms with the things.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a
That's
Nazi.
the Imperial officers.
Holy shit, that's so cool,
You can take a moment.
dude! Oh my god, that changes everything.
It makes
Yeah.
it cooler, doesn't
I
it?
feel like an idiot.
His
But
mind was just blown.
Okay.
Empire is based off the Nazis, but
Okay.
it's not like the rebels were based off the U.S. or anything.
Yeah, they're not. They're
The
just.
Howling, the Howling Commandos.
Yeah, that's another crossover.
But I'm saying it's not like compared
Yeah.
to the.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Wow, that opens up so many windows.
Yeah. There's a,
I don't know if they probably will not continue anything like that.
they'll probably make references to it. I don't know if they'll do anything big.
Yeah.
Maybe now there will be. No, you know, I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there.
All right.
So
Well, actually, fun fact. Did you know that the reason we don't really see any other Wookiees is because the Empire started killing off all the Wookiees after they found out that the Wookiees were aiding Jedis. So they were killing all the Wookiees. And fun fact, Han Solo was an Imperial officer,
Yep, he was
Which is-
failed too.
which is why he has the stripe on his leg and the boots. Which,
like his like the pants.
the pants and then the boots, because he was an Imperial officer. But when he found out what they were doing to the Wookiees on Kashyyyk, he
Kashyyyk.
turned
Kashyyyk,
Kashyyyk.
yeah.
I always say Kashyyyk. Kashyyyk. He released the Wookiees and set them loose on the Empire. And then the leader of the Wookiees at the time, Chewbacca, ended up staying with him, which is why the
Where
whole
did you find that out?
It's
Fact.
in the comics, yeah. In one of the novels, actually.
one of the
That's
novels,
sick.
and then they were referenced it in the comics.
And actually, it makes sense because at the end of, or in the middle of the episode 3, after the Order 66, it shows the clones attacking the Wookiees.
Yeah,
Killing them, yeah.
Yeah, I guess since they helped Yoda escape.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
Tarful and
main
Chewbacca.
reason why they were upset. Yeah, but that's like a little. Heck, I don't know if that's still going to be canon.
Yeah.
You know, they most likely will because
Well, that
that's
was-
not like a big.
That was in episode 3, so they said the movies are all canon.
Yep,
Yeah,
all
but
the
I'm-
movies, yeah.
I'm saying like the whole
How
Han
they
Solo story.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know if all that's canon. Hopefully it is. It's another reason why he never fully explains why the Empire and so many people don't like him.
Uh-huh.
That's one of the reasons.
Well, okay.
He is a smuggler and everything, but the other one is.
It does, yeah. He does stay.
He worked for the Empire.
He didn't want to run into the Empire. That's the last thing he needed.
The Empire doesn't like him, and then other people don't like him because he was a part of the Empire. They don't know if he's still.
Oh, okay.
That's like a whole running thing.
Huh.
The only person who really trusts him is Jabba.
That is a very cool fun thing.
Java.
Well, we know how that turned out.
Pizza the Hut.
Honestly, I love Spaceballs.
Spaceballs is so
He
great.
eats himself at the end.
Yeah.
God, they're stunt doubles.
Use the Schwartz.
I'm surrounded by assholes.
You know I always drink my Mr. Coffee while watching my Mr. Radar. So if this is now, how do we get to that?
Sir, we're being jacked.
Then
Yeah.
no.
Raspberry.
Comb the desert.
Yeah.
That's so funny. And they get to the black dude with the pick.
Yeah.
He's like, we ain't found shit. Oh man.
Anything else about the new trailer?
I think we've covered most of the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Adam Driver is the villain.
yeah.
Shot.
Again, we see the hilted saber, which I think looks sick. Like I don't even care if it's
cool.
people say it physically doesn't work.
I
'Cause
don't-
weren't lightsabers originally based off swords? Like
Yeah.
it's part of canon.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't it
And I
make
mean,
sense? for
that
it to
kind
be-
of
does-
lightsaber has showed up in the comics, in the Clone War comic before.
Yeah, really.
So, I mean, it's not canon comic anymore, but it has been seen in the universe.
Another thing that is, the lightsaber apparently is supposed to be kind of like jagged and everything, because it's like a broken down empire trying to rebuild, which is why it's like
Adam Drivers.
which is why it's all like
It's like an-
crackly.
Unstable.
Oh, that's cool.
Another thing is, there's been rumors that it's two things, the two crystals that make the stuff, but actually what happens is, it's one being split.
yeah.
That's
Which
Darth
one I
Maul's
thought it was.
lightsaber had 4 lightsaber crystals, 2 in each end.
Really?
Did it really?
Well, his was long.
It was
His is
double
extended-
bladed, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it
just
was-
said
His
that
is an
before.
extended
They
length.
were extra.
I guess that
long.
explains why it worked after he cut it in half. 'Cause I never really got
Yeah.
that.
One half was broken, but the other half didn't. Because it still had a crystal in it.
But it's apparently one, which is another. Could be another reason why it's kind of like jagged and everything. It's supposed to be like where it shoots up. It's supposed to be cut off and pressed down, which is why it's shooting out the sides.
Oh.
But what it is so you'll have the whole lightsaber going up and down. But the reason why there's the little metal parts is so you don't burn your hands,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, of course.
many people have burned their hands.
Shot my head off immediately.
And it's also to prevent, the reason why they have it there is to prevent, because you see in Attack of the Clones, episode 2, you have Count Dooku attacking. I want you to hold up like a lightsaber.
Oh.
That's what I was meaning. Count Dooku attacking Obi-Wan, and they're going, and he slides down and he cuts his arm.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's supposed.
So
He
it's
kind of
supposed-
like grazes his arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Supposed to
So like,
prevent
it
that.
makes sense that it's there. That's why I don't have a problem with it.
And I just absolutely love the sound it makes. It's kind of like an unstable, like. It's great.
I can't wait for the toy.
Oh, that's gonna be cool.
September
Yeah,
4th,
basic.
Force Friday.
Is that a thing?
That's when they're released.
Oh, really? Just the
it was
lightsaber?
Just said just the new product line.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
sick. That's awesome.
Well, that's
Heard
what
it
they
here first.
reveal what
Probably.
it looks like.
Yep.
So we don't know how much longer after that. Probably not much longer because it's December.
Yeah.
That's when it comes out. So we'll probably get the
Too
toys in
long away.
October. October.
October.
Although one other thing that I think is super cool is how the tumbler is part of the Millennium Falcon.
Oh, yeah.
That is pretty cool.
It is,
For Batman. That was
Is it
sick.
just the bike or is it the whole thing?
It's the whole thing.
It's the whole thing. It's
literally
like small
crammed
underneath.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that.
Just like
Pretty cool.
zoom in underneath like the belly and go on a
It's
hole or
very
something.
clever by J.J. Abrams.
Okay, so next, couple other things that happened recently in the past week, couple days.
Last night.
Last night, I guess. Yeah. David Ayer released a photo of the full Suicide Squad.
Task
The cast.
Force X.
Task Force. Yeah. Task. I'm not gonna try.
Task Force X.
Point is, it's our first official photo and our first official look at all the cast members in their costume for their superhero
There's been a big
counterparts.
controversy over it. I know we had opposing views.
Yeah.
Jamie.
So
I'm a fan of most of the characters. There are a couple where I'm like iffy. Slipknot, he just looks like a regular agent. He looks
Yeah.
very similar to Rick Flag. I think Killer Croc should be a little bit taller. I don't see a whole lot of weapons on him. I mean, obviously, Deadshot has some weapons. You can see a pistol for Harley Quinn. Captain Boomerang has one boomerang. Rick Flag's holding a gun, so is Slipknot. Other than that, you don't see a whole lot of weapons. I'd like to see a couple more weapons in there. the pictures released.
Yeah. I kind of wish that their costumes were a little bit more diverse, and that, like I feel like they all look too similar. And I get that
I
they're
think
like,
it's like more of a natural look.
A lot of gray and black.
yeah, but I feel like a couple of the costumes weren't adapted
You
that
don't
well.
like Harley Quinn.
I hated Harley Quinn.
I like Harley Quinn.
I don't like the red and the blue, and then she's got like, it's just not. I don't know.
I think it
not
looks
me.
good. I mean, I'm waiting.
I mean, she looks great because it's Margot Robbie, but I don't know. I'm keeping my mind open for the movie and trailer and stuff like that. But like, just based on the picture, I don't.
Another thing is Jared Leto supposedly does not have all those tattoos. They released that. Actually, the first thing that was released was that picture with the cat. After that picture, there was another thing released that said, "This picture could be a joke big enough for the Joker, or a prank big enough for the Joker." Then they wrote "ha ha ha" and stuff. So it was also released for Joker's 75th anniversary. They incorporated a lot of classic Joker moments in his tattoos.
Yeah.
Which could just be why they had the tattoos. They could be getting them out. Honestly, I'm fine if they kept a couple in. Some of the tattoos were cool. They grew on me. I don't know. I feel like you either go classic or you just toss a couple on. You can see Harley Quinn has a few tattoos, so maybe they'll toss a couple on the Joker.
Yeah.
Another big thing for Suicide Squad, and this is just like my theory. I hope you guys don't mind me rambling a little bit. You had Common cast a couple days ago. Common was cast as a character a while ago. He was in similar to a live-action Justice League Unlimited movie.
Got scrapped, right?
One that got scrapped where he played Jon Stewart. So when he was cast, people originally thought maybe Jon Stewart. Then they realized this is Suicide Squad. We're going to have villains. Batman's appearing in it from the pictures that have been released, and the Batmobile is seen in Toronto where they are filming. But you had Common, and then people thought he most likely will not be Jon Stewart. Maybe he'll be Black Manta, which I could see him playing a cool Black Manta, and I'd really like it. But where was Black Manta in the photo? They said that was the team.
Maybe he's not part of the team. Maybe he's just making a cameo, kind of like Aquaman was.
Maybe.
In Dawn of Justice.
But here's a crazy thing. Now, hold with me. I haven't read anything about this anywhere. This has just been like Alex Seco theory, and I hope it goes because it could work really well. I don't know how many people watch Arrow. Anyways, in Arrow, a new character was introduced named John Diggle. He worked with Argus. He was a army man, and then he left it all, came back to work with Argus. Anyways, people from the show liked him so much that they ended up writing him into the Suicide Squad comics and the Green Arrow New 52 comics, just because he was such a crazy and awesome character. And Common was cast. I hate to be I don't mean to seem racist or anything, but both John Diggle, the actor who plays John Diggle, David Ramsey, and Common are African American. And I feel like Common could do a good John Diggle, like a more comic book. Because in the show Arrow, John Diggle is a big guy. But in the comics, he's not that big. He's a big guy, muscular, but he's not that big. And he's he helps out Amanda Waller with the Suicide Squad, which is similar to what he does in Arrow. So I feel like maybe Common could do John Diggle, which would be cool because then they bring in, because in the New 52 comics, they have John Diggle also working with Arrow, which means that we might possibly eventually see an Arrow, which I think would be pretty cool. I know they announced that the CW universe does not cross over, but I still think that they could do it. They have Flash in there. I don't know. I'm excited. I hope so.
I don't know. I mean, it can kind of make sense, but I feel like they wouldn't want to kind of tread on Diggle, because David Ramsey is the original Diggle.
He is Diggle.
I mean? Yeah,
but in the comic book Diggle, it was some of the same things, but at the same time it was different, which I feel like Common could do.
Yeah.
Another Star Wars side note: didn't Mark Hamill reprise his role?
In Flash, as Trickster.
That was the
We're not going to say anything because you guys haven't watched Flash.
I did hear he was in that.
There's
you
a
guys
Star Wars
want
reference.
There's a Star Wars reference. Breaking Bad.
The Breaking Bad reference?
He said, "This is going to be my craziest trick. It's going to be my Breaking Bad season 5."
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I do remember that.
It's a pretty obvious one.
Yeah.
I just forgot about that.
Anyways, you guys should start watching it. And if anybody doesn't watch Flash or Arrow, they should check it out. Before
You don't watch it.
I didn't say I didn't suck.
before next season, which starts this coming fall, season 2 of Arrow, season 4 of Flash, and it will also
Reverse
get
that.
Flashlight Arrow.
what season 2 of Flash.
You said season 4. Flash.
Oh, season 2 of Flash, season 4 of Arrow, and then you'll have Legends of Time TV show, which, if for those of you who aren't familiar with the Legends of Time, it's just a random group of superheroes and anti-heroes tossed together, each different issue, fighting somebody. And I feel
Kind of
like
a discount Justice League.
kind of, but I don't know. Legends of Time was fine with me, and they've cast a lot of superheroes. So I think what they could do is like the first 2 episodes is like everybody together discussing what they're gonna do, and then something happening, and everybody going off in small groups to try and solve it, and each episode focuses on a different group.
Yeah.
So I think that could work. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
They'll do a good job. They also said Flash and Arrow will be crossing in and out of the show, which makes it seem more likely that they'll be on one of the teams.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But to kind of go back to the Suicide Squad thing, what did you guys think of the picture?
I liked most of them. Yeah, I think they were pretty well.
I think he's just going to pull it off.
A lot of gray and a lot of black in the costume.
Oh,
I know there's the colors in a way, but I feel like they should have done a bit more diversity. I feel like most of them look kind of the same.
Will Smith's in it, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
played
there's a-
Deadshot.
There's a thing I saw where it said Will Smith just looks like Will Smith in a suit of armor.
Exactly!
Yeah.
I think it looks like bad cosplay of Deadshot.
I don't know. I'm excited about it.
I mean, it looks kind of cool, but like, it feels like he's wearing like, look, I can make it that it's red Under Armour with lacrosse pads.
That's a good way to
At least
sell
he's
it.
not wearing hockey pants.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I know we catch beds.
Oh God. Oh man.
Dark Knight for
Killer
it.
Croc just looks like also like bad
It looks like the
cosplay.
thing.
The thing, yeah.
The thing, yeah.
Which is why I wish he was a little bit bigger. I'm excited for El Diablo because I'm a huge fan of him in the Suicide comics. Other characters who I think would be good. This is a new look at Enchantress. We normally see like a very vivid colored Enchantress.
Yeah.
But so this like dark is gonna be cool. Katana looks like Katana. Clearly by the mask you
Yeah.
can see who she looks like. Captain Boomerang. It looks like he's just wearing a track shirt or sweatshirt that says
Yeah.
Captain over it. You only see one boomerang on him, which makes me a little sad.
Where?
On his leg.
Oh yeah, that's
You
right.
have-
That's right.
He is wearing a knit hat though, very similar to.
Hopefully that has a little boomerang like checkmark logo sort of thing on it.
Yeah, we can't see much of it. You can just see the outline of it. Like I said, Slipknot.
But I don't know. I don't like Captain Boomerang because like he's wearing a track jacket underneath a trench coat,
Yeah,
and then he's got bling. Like, I don't know.
he's just Captain Boomerang.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
I think maybe as time goes on, they'll change it a little bit. Tweaks,
Hopefully to show us, like, better
more
angles.
weapons. Yeah.
Well, what happens is, first off, it says "Welcome to Belle Reve" at the top, which is the infamous
That's the prison, right?
the prison where they keep a majority of the supervillains.
Yeah.
It's safer than Arkham. Not as safe as the Phantom Zone, but no one wants to get sent there.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's another picture released of Deadshot with a mask, white mask, looks very similar to the comic, although the eye is on the wrong side. Sort of.
That's true.
I'd really like it in the comic or in the movie to be where something happens to one of his eyes, and so he has to switch up.
Yeah,
So
actually,
he has to take the little light and lenses out, and he puts it where the other one is.
now that I think about it, though, look at him. He's holding the gun with his right hand on the trigger finger, and then the picture of him shows like I don't know. It just
Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. 'Cause he's,
yeah.
Because he'd have to go like this. Maybe that's why he's like so good.
Yeah, but that's like a weird way to hold a gun. Like,
Not for Will Smith.
yeah, whatever.
Maybe he's holding it sideways. Hate to be racist here, but
Oh my God, Alex.
He may be
Nazis,
alleged
racism.
racist, but
Oh,
you know,
clever.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
there was one other thing. Oh, my reasoning for why they released all the image costumes today is last night was because today they went on the streets of Toronto in their costumes.
why?
to start filming in their costumes
really?
before they were filming in warehouses.
Oh,
and
so that
stuff.
people wouldn't get leaked.
So then people wouldn't be like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, first look!" So he was like, "I'm gonna put up the first look."
Yeah.
But there had been a bunch of pictures. Harley Quinn's walking around with a bat, which makes me excited.
Ooh, no mallet?
I'd like to see a
And
mallet.
just today, we saw a bat.
Oh, okay.
That's what we saw.
Yeah, Harley Quinn's got the choker that says pudding on it.
She also has a tattoo that says "Puddin'."
Yeah.
Other cool things. El Diablo says El Diablo on his Letterman jacket. I'm upset that it's blue. I wish it was red
Yeah,
because it's El Diablo.
Yeah, dude.
Killer Croc's wearing too many clothes for me. That sounds homosexual, but Killer Croc's normally just in pants and his arms are wrapped like he's a boxer.
Yeah, I have a problem with Killer Croc.
I mean, his hands are wrapped.
His hands are wrapped, but he's wearing like too many.
Incognito.
But doesn't it look like cosplay? It just looks like bad cosplay. It looks like he's just painted.
But
over.
maybe they're supposed to be like blending in, so they're trying
that's
to
what I'm
look
saying. Yeah.
I guess.
more natural. I don't know. Hopefully,
I want to know. I want to know more about the story on Killer Croc.
I want to know more about the storyline.
Yeah, that's true. Just in general, how Batman's gonna fit into it, all that stuff.
Gonna fight them.
Yeah.
Probably.
No.
Well, I know. Apparently, it's supposed to be like a cameo.
Oh.
Yeah. He was only there for a day filming.
So we'll see. I mean,
Well, two technically. He came in one day, and then they didn't get him in costume and out on the streets until the following day. But we're not gonna split fine hairs
Doesn't
here.
matter that much.
all right. Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's it.
That's all.
Hopefully, we'll be back some more.
So yeah, that's it for this episode of Just Geeks. Thank you for joining us.
We're not gonna beg you to subscribe and stuff like other places. It'd be nice,
You
but
should probably subscribe.
I was about to, but now I kind of feel bad.
yeah. Well, I just felt like everybody does that, so maybe like do it if you have the time.
want
If you feel
to,
like
you
it,
know,
we're not pushing
push
for
the
anything.
button.
Push it anyway.
So yeah, like, share, subscribe if you, by choice, would want to. But so pretty much we're gonna be trying to get one of these episodes in maybe every week, every other week.
Hopefully, share this with your friends.
Yeah.
And, if you see us on the street, like I'm fine with autographs. I can't talk.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
Anyways,
I
We're
only sign
gonna-
my autographs in Spanish. You have to speak to me in
that's the
Spanish.
same name. Your name is still your name. Okay.
No, it's not.
Okay,
There's
okay.
accent marks.
Anyway, we're gonna be trying to get out an episode of this maybe every week or two. Just covering basic news over the past week. Anything that gets released, photos, clips, set photos, news about the comic books, news about the movies, new trailers, anything like that kind of
And
stuff.
if you ever noticed that we did anything wrong, just
Feel free to correct us. Yeah.
inform us, message us.
Go for it.
We will most
Knock
likely
yourselves
hunt
out.
you down
And ignore you.
And ignore you.
Because remember, at the end of the day, we're just geeks. But before we talk about that, let us introduce ourselves a little bit further. Again, starting from the left, your right, maybe? No, the left, with Alex.
Right.
Let's roll with it. Alex, the blonde one.
Yes.
The
Okay.
only blonde one. Hi, my name's Al. Alex.
Should we pause this?
I like this.
What happened? What happened?
Bye-bye, Star Wars. Next topic.
Blooper. Yes.
And ignore you.
Because remember, at the end of the day, we're just geeks.
That's lame.
Ali.